Here's Texas history scholars. We are on our second map of the United States, and this is a physical features map of the United States. I'm going to show you some mountain ranges. I'm going to show you the Mississippi River again. We're going to mark the west and east coast. We're going to label neighboring countries, and then surprisingly enough, we're going to stop in Alaska, which is not south of the United States, and also Hawaii, which is also not south of the United States. Did you know that these are on here because they don't fit on a regular map? This is actually way up here, and this little guy is like way in the Pacific Ocean somewhere. So let's get to labeling. This mountain range over here is called the Appalachian Mountains. And sometimes people laugh and they're like, that's Appalachian, but it's actually said Appalachian. So here you go. This is a mountain range. I just spelled mountain wrong. Goodness. This is a mountain range. So that means there's a bunch of mountains in here, like all over here. Okay. While we're over here, I'm also going to show you that this is the East Coast. And over here is the West Coast. Ooh, I forgot to draw my compass rose. That's the rice cooker.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, northeast, south, west. Oh, look, there's already a scale. That's cool. The features were compass, title, scale, and key. I don't need a key on here. Okay, so over here, while we're also looking at the East Coast, here's the Atlantic Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean is near Atlanta again, which is about right there. Here's the Gulf of Mexico. All of these are called Gulf shores, but right here is Houston. Oh, most of us have been to Houston or heard about Houston. And then down right there is Galveston, which we'll talk about a lot this year. There's a country right here. This is not an ocean. It goes kind of like this. That country is Mexico. And while we're talking about countries, there's also a country up here. It's like, sort of like this. This country right here is Canada. We have another mountain range in the western United States, which caused a lot of problems with the Transcontinental Railroad and also with settlers on the Oregon Trail. Lots and lots of problems that were caused by this. This is why we have the Gadsden Purchase, remember? Because the Transcontinental Railroad couldn't just go boom. They could not get past these mountains. So then they had to go south and then back up. These mountains are the Rocky Mountains. I did it again. There's a U in that word. Mountain. Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains are also what John Denver sings about, and Denver is in Colorado, which is about right there. So that's interesting. When people go to Ruidoso to go skiing, they're skiing in the Rocky Mountains. When they go to Colorado to go skiing, they're going in the Rocky Mountains. Over here is the Pacific Ocean. That's the peaceful ocean. Remember, the one that's more calm than the Atlantic Ocean. This thing right here is Alaska, and it's like way up here. You'd be surprised how many people get this wrong on a map test. This is Alaska, and this little set of islands right here is Hawaii, and it has two I's in it. Hawaii. What else am I missing? Oh, we forgot to add the Mississippi River. And the Mississippi River is, I'm just going to do my best here. Ooh, boop. Right there is New Orleans. New Orleans is the mouth of the Mississippi River. Mouth of a river is also a geography term. We're getting smarter and smarter today. This river divides the east and the west, like we had just talked about, and that is the Mississippi River. Forgot a set of S's in that. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I. Whew! Mississippi River. There's also some Great Lakes up here, which we're not going to totally label, but just so you know for next year, there is a trick to remembering the Great Lakes. And the trick is show me. It's S-H-O. That's O right there, because that's Ontario. And then M. And then this one down here is E. And that is Superior, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, and Erie. So you do not need to remember those for your test, but it is handy to know that they spell show me. S-H-O-M-E. Somebody in the past has said the W would be like the shape of it, and like okay, but also it's okay to just spell show, S-H-O, and then M-E. Show me. Great Lakes. Pretty sure that's it. I might add something else in class, but I think it's looking pretty good.